Hi everybody, this is Bob from Buckeye Sports Center, and today I'm really excited to talk about the Barletta Cabrio 22UC. This is really Barletta's most popular model. The Cabrio line is their value-oriented line from Barletta. However, there's a ton of premium features, a ton of premium quality that you're going to see in this boat that really competes with a lot of the more high-end boats out there. Barletta is known for a lot of cool things as far as innovation, cool designs, versatile seating that we'll see with the Ultra Lounger, and really the highest end build quality in the industry. You know, we saw a lot of tri-tunes with these. This particular boat set up with a 150 is kind of like that hot spot where you get great performance, ultimate value, but then the premium quality of Barletta. Let's check it out. So we'll just start off with the bow, just some simple things that I point out that you know, you may or may not notice as you're looking through different boats. You know, standard features is a huge thing with Barletta. So you're not going to see a long list of like 80 options. One of the nice things is when I'm ordering these boats, or you know, when a customer is going to a consumer website and trying to build a boat, you know, there's sometimes I can tell you it can be very intimidating. You're looking at option list of 100 items. You know, Barletta's got like maybe 10 to 15 options available on this boat. Everything else is standard. You know, things like the built-in docking lights is a standard feature. You know, stainless steel corner caps, stainless steel pop-up cleats, all standard features. This has a nice backing to it underneath. Everything's really heavy duty. You know, one of the options that is included on this particular boat is the Blackout Edition package, which is going to anodize the black rails here. You know, also you kind of see different 3D effects on the rail. Nice little piece here to add a little bit of style to the boat. Your navigation lights, nice stainless steel piece right here. So you see a lot of like cool little accents and little upgrades. You know, the last thing I'll talk about here is going to be just the fence height. So we've got a full, I believe, 24-inch fence panel height. Again, a lot of companies, this top section might be, you'll see the furniture on the back side and it'll be a cheaper setup. So this one's, you know, the fence height is very high, very tall. You know, gives the boat, makes it look richer, makes it look more high end, and overall just a better quality product. So as we move to the transom area of the UC, one thing again we notice with Barletta is that we've got this huge extended rear deck, which is a standard feature on this boat. So it takes the overall length of this boat really close to 24 feet. So a lot of times when you're doing your comparisons, a lot of times with other companies, they'll include that in the tube length. Even though the tube might only be 22 feet, they'll call it a 24-footer, but this boat really is a 22-foot tube length, a 24-foot overall length. So back here is where the kids jump off. That's where people enter and exit the boat, and it's kind of that extra space. Other things we'll talk about, nice heavy-duty ski tow bars, stainless steel. It's also not cumbersome enough that you can't walk around it. It's kind of spaced out really nice, and it actually almost acts like a little grab handle as you're moving around the transom area. We also have a center direct fill fuel tank. So as opposed to having to go on one side or the other, and then by having the tank be direct fill, it usually has less kickback compared to a lot of others out there. Other little things. And we talk about the stainless steel corner caps, other construction elements. This particular boat, we've got the 150 horsepower Mercury. So generally overall good performance here on a tri-tune. It's kind of like that best kind of value, bang for the buck for somebody who wants a little bit of performance for tubing, for some light skiing, and a boat that'll run, definitely over 30 miles an hour with a load of people, and even obviously more than that with a lighter load of people. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about Barletta's construction. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but I will show you a couple of cool key things because, any pontoon company can put nice furniture on top of a boat, and in a lot of cases they hide what they do below. On the tri-tunes, you have a full-length aluminum skirting, so you do see, basically no water can, as the boat goes faster, you're not going to see water splashing up against the side or anything like that. It'll kind of help the boat go faster, but you also see the really heavy-duty, extruded pieces that aren't these little thin pieces of aluminum. You can see the cross members here, how big and heavy duty they are. The welding is top notch. We see a nice 25-inch tube. We also see performance strakes on the inside of the outer tubes as well as both sides of the inner tri-tune. And this particular boat's got the full length tri-tune. That's the only thing Barletta offers. Okay, so the Ultra Lounger is the feature that most people just gravitate to with this particular boat. It's why this boat is really the most popular Barletta, and really the versatility is the key. Everybody's got different ways that they use their boat, and having one seat that really works in so many different ways. I mean, there's almost I bet there's 10 to 15 different ways you can use this seat. I'll just show you a few of them right now, depending on how you're using your boat, and just everybody will kind of figure out a different way. So first configuration we have set here is going to be the bench facing forward, kind of a normal traditional bench seat here, which is pretty cool, just a regular. And then we actually can flip it back, which is probably the most popular position, particularly if you're tubing or skiing. 3 people, even 4 people potentially, can kind of lay out facing backwards. Also, we can actually put it all the way down to create a full bed. In addition to that, we've also got some versatility in how we can use the seat as well. So we can pop these seats up if we wanted a more shorter, a shorter kind of rear-facing seat. We can kind of push it there if we don't want to push our legs all the way out. You can do it on one side, but not the other side. You can do it on both sides. So there's a seat configuration like that. Also, if we want to lay all our feet forward and have a full lounger facing forward, we can pop this seat up in the back and actually kind of have the same effect that we had facing backwards, facing forward. So, and again, we can do it on one side, both sides, whatever you want to do. So, there's all kinds of different ways you can kind of configure this, and everybody's going to find their own way to do it. Okay, so one of the things I've always been happy with Barletta ever since they came out a few years ago was that their dashes were always really cool, really compact. They were the first company that kind of does the not the cheap windshield on the front. Now more companies are copying that, but we see a nice roomy. I got plenty of leg room. I've got an adjustable chair here. There's a phone holder on the right hand side here. They come standard with, we talk about standard features. We're looking at the little GPS unit from Lowrance, standard. We talked about obviously your navigation, anchor lights, docking lights. There's a courtesy light located here on the side console, and then a pretty premium Hertz stereo unit. On the UCs, we're going to see 6 stereo speakers standard. If you notice back on the Ultra Lounger on the back side, there's actually 2 extra speakers you don't normally find in a boat. And then nice convenient controlled throttle, really easy to operate. I've got plenty of room and way to maneuver it. So overall, a really nice console. Instrumentation with a few digital gauges here on the left, but your fuel, your RPMs, your speed, all the basics, your trim levels, all right there, easily accessible. Okay, so another key feature to Barletta that you're not going to find standard on almost any other boat is the power Bimini top. So the power Bimini top, you can just push it right at the dash here. There's a button that opens and closes the top. Those of you who have done Bimini tops before, who've owned a pontoon boat before, know how annoying that is to deal with. And Barletta makes it easy with the power Bimini. So if you're trailering the boat, or if you've got a boat lift or anything where you need to put the top up and down, it's definitely an added key feature that's normally a several $1,000 upgrade from every other manufacturer, but it's standard on Barletta. As we roll into the port side here, the UC configuration means that we've got 2 captain's chairs, so we kind of have a captain and co-captain. That's a very, very popular setup. The co-captain over here has a couple cup holders. It has a phone holder. It also has a USB plug to charge their phone, so you'll see that kind of located throughout the boat in some of the seating configurations. We also see on the port side gate there, you can kind of, I don't know if the video will pick it up, but you can actually kind of see through there. That's the doggy dock view. So whether you have little kids crawling around or dogs crawling around, they can still kind of see what's happening outside the boat. Actually, I've noticed that sometimes as I'm driving these boats, I'll actually look over there and I can see the dock a little bit better from the driver's seat to see how close I am to the dock on that side. All right, so that's another thing that a driver can actually get benefit. Same thing on the bow as well, so I can kind of see the dock coming a little bit better, which is maybe it was an intended use or not, but it's a pretty cool add-on. So another feature we'll talk about that I think is super key, and now others are starting to copy it, but it's this standard port side table. So it basically pops out real quick. We, everybody's always looking for like that serving area or something like that, that's kind of out of the way. So it pops up super quick and easy, and serve food there. And it's not like in the middle of the boat, kind of in everybody's way. So it's kind of a nice little serving area. You always need tables, places to put things, which is really cool. Another dog feature that Barletta is known for ever since they came out is the doggy dish. or for, I've seen little kids with Fruit Loops in there too, so it's a multi-use as well. So overall, just a ton of cool little unique features in this Barletta C22UC. So as we move into the bow area, again, we talk about space utilization, and this is a very, very roomy bow area for at least 3 people to sit on each side. I'll talk a little bit about the Barletta upholstery. This is all new for 2022. We've got, you know, multiple different textures and layers to it. We've got some upgraded stitching in it to make it look a little bit more rich. One thing I always like as I'm sitting, you know, me being a bigger guy, a lot of times I'll sit on the edge of a seat like this and it'll start to pop up, right? So I've got pretty much all my weight on it. It is even thinking about budging. So, you know, really, really heavy duty seat. We are vinyl wrapped on the bottom of the seat rather than just having like a plastic thing showing, which is, you know, doesn't look as good. So it's a nice premium feature. We also see the armrests that flip up and down. Again, normally a premium feature, you know, but this is, you know, in theory, the entry-level Barletta. As I open up the storage compartments, one thing that you're going to notice again is the speakers are protected. All right, a lot of times you'll see wires and different things that inevitably are going to come apart, but the speakers are protected in the Barletta so that, you know, some of that, the back part of the speakers there, which is really cool. We also see that the storage compartment's completely separate. We're not seeing the floor of the boat there, so that compartment's kind of self-sealed. It's not going to be watertight, but it does have a water management system so that most of the water that gets in the boat from rain or whatever is just going to kind of drain outside the boat without affecting what's inside the boat. And then other little things like heavy-duty stitching and upholstery that you'll find on the back end. A nice heavy-duty piece here for the seat base. And, you know, again, the heaviest upholstery you're going to find in the industry that's comfortable, and it's not going to, you know, wear down quick. So the last couple cool storage features we'll talk about. Little trash can right here out of the way. Nice place to put a trash can that's kind of not in the way of everybody, which is cool. And then because we're on a tri-tune right now, we've got the center ski locker. Big, deep, wide, you know, so you can put wakeboards in there. Nice fit and finish, nice gas assist shock on it. So again, a very premium. A lot of times you'll see like a little narrow ski locker that you can maybe put like one ski in at a time, you know, but this is plenty big enough to throw your boat cover in, you know, wakeboards, kind of whatever you want to get out of the way. You know, I've even have some people that'll throw backpacks and stuff that, you know, it's not a watertight compartment. It actually has its own bilge pump, but for the most part, unless you're out in rain, you're not going to see water in that compartment. So overall, just a great overall boat. A lot of value here in the Barletta Cabrio 22UC. For more information about this boat and other Barlettas, visit our YouTube page on BuckeyeSportsCenter.com. Visit our website. We've got all kinds of different videos from 14 different brands, including Barletta. And hopefully this video gave you a little bit of insight on the quality of Barletta. You know, while it's a premium brand, and it's a hot brand in the marketplace right now. It's definitely the fastest growing, hottest pontoon brand out there. So if you're get with your local Barletta dealer, get one on order because they're hard to come by. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day on the water.